Neteru, Sha Sha. All peace and respect. Remember, if you still here today, you still have every power, all your power and authority to change everything into your desire. You still have time. There still is a way. Age is nothing but a number. It's all about what are you doing, what have you done, and your state of mind and willpower. This is Dujahidi in Anubis Temple. Always keep that in mind when you hear. They call it the laws of Maya. I call it the laws of the Neteru. To me, there's no feminine or male presence in the force. It's just a force. It's the conscience. It's the I. Now, one of the principles of the Neteru is to care for the planet. A lot of people talk about they're Kemetians, they follow the law of the Mayat, they do this and that, spiritual people, African people. Well, one thing I have not been seeing and what I'm talking about is to care for the planet. Another law of the Neteru is to respect and show reverence to all life. I want to see a lot of people do that. Talk about animals, talking about the planet, talking about these chemtrails, what they're doing to the planet, how they're harming the planet. Watching chemtrails, watching these people geoengineer the earth and taking out of balance, the weather out of balance and order, is that not caring for the planet? Is not caring about your space within the planet and around the planet, which has something to do with astrology and astronomy. Which has something to do with celestial movements. And astrology has something to do with the planets that has the relations to do with the humans on Earth. Is that not caring for the planet? These are one of the main basic principles of the Neteru. Like when you walking or driving down the street, have awareness of the creatures that are living about and around you. Don't let these square houses, these square trap mind houses make you forget about stuff like that. Make you forget about the natural, the nature. Because you be in these square matriarchal trap mind houses that takes you away from the nature. They put you in a matriarchal artificial box, mind box. And you walk back out this mind box house. You're still in a box. Everything to you is like a cartoon or something, but it's real. You people need to show more care of the planet and other creatures, beings around you. We are not the special ones in the universe. Everyone is special. If we don't show that, you'll be accounted for. You will fall. There's another principle of the Neteru. Either obey or fall. No one can't get away without obeying the laws of the Neteru, obeying the principles of the Neteru, the forces, the weather, the temperatures, your biological, your biological functionings. You can't bypass them. The natural abilities of your biological functionings. You cannot bypass your ability of your biological functionings. You gotta go through the natural. You gotta go through the natural phase. You cannot bypass that. If you try, you will fall. And you've seen it. Many people see it, have witnessed it through sickness and diseases, dis-ease. All I see is harming the planet. Because when you on the road in the motor vehicles, animals pretty much get killed probably by motor vehicles more than anything else. And I'm gonna say that because my intuition and awareness and stuff like that is very high, most higher than others. So when you in them cars, whatever, and it's raining outside, like now, cold rain, freezing, and all of a sudden you want to get mad at speed because somebody in front of you going slow. Think about that animal that's out there suffering, delusional, trying to get across the street, but it's so tired while it's crossing the street because it's been out there for hours, 48 hours, whatever, freezing 48 hours. So it's like this mind is like it's not here, and all at once. It's like it's phasing off at the same time. I know I be out there, and when you out there trying to stay warm for so much of time, your mind drifts. And you cross the street, you feel like you're in another dimension while you're in the third dimension. And I see it in animals, because animals be out there and they be tired. When you're trying to stay warm and stay on your feet and not fall to the wrath of the force or the weather of the weather. Well, it's not really. I won't say that because this weather we have now is pretty much geoengineering. When we're supposed to get like 1 inch of rain, we get 100%. If we're supposed to get like 5% of rain, we get 100% of rain. I hate, man. I don't mind explaining this, but what makes me annoyed when I do explain this is like I know majority of people don't understand what the hell I'm saying because they're so ignorant to the fact of the truth of what's going on. It aggravates me so much. Like, why am I even doing this? It's in their face and they still don't see it because they choose not to see it. They have an ignorant jewel lock on their mind, on their brains or something, on their conscience, and they can't think to it. They can't think to a certain more than a higher level. And they get to that level, that's when that lock, stops them. It's like a blocker, stops them from reaching that part of thinking or state of mind. So, and that's the, yeah. So yeah. If you care for the planet, that's one of the principles, or the so-called law of Maya, the law of the Neteru, is to be watchful, to care for your planet. The laws of the Maya, the principles of the Neteru, is pretty much the guidelines to a guardian. It's the same thing of a guardian. What would a guardian be doing other than caring about this planet, showing respect to all life? Everything, every law, every principle of nature is a guideline to the guardian, a creator and a destroyer. This is, did you hear the news temple? On and about of the principles of the Neteru. All peace and respect. Do I Neteru.